Mera goes back to her classic roots. Here's your look at the Cryptozoic Entertainment DC Bombshells, Cryptozoic Entertainment exclusive classic Mera. Given a slight color tweak from her original Bombshells release, Mera comes as an exclusive to Cryptozoic Entertainment's website. To appease the mob, the first thing we're going to do is figure out how tall Mera stands. So, putting the Ultra Measure-tron right up to the vinyl figure of Mera, we're going to stop it right there. I, as the humbled reviewer, is going to tell you guys that the Mera vinyl figure from the DC Bombshells line stands at a very impressive 7.7 inches in height. Switching that quickly over to centimeters. Why was he whispering, they ask. Switching it over to centimeters, you're looking at a vinyl figure that stands 19.7 centimeters tall. Now, as I said, you can pick up Mera over on Cryptozoic's website. We'll get into the details of that in a second, but obviously the first thing you guys probably will want to see is a comparison to how she stacks up versus her original DC Bombshells counterpart. This is the one, of course, that would have been released to retail stores and comic book stores alike. You can see very much how the colors have been very much drastically changed. Classic Mera here is sporting the same sort of color scheme as her counterpart, her husband counterpart, Aquaman. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the fact that the scaling, which traditionally would have been green here on her top, has now been exchanged, returned back to the store, if you will, for now this really neat classic orange color scheme. The pants are now green, in which they were white before, and obviously the big change, the big drastic change, is the coloring of her coif. You can see the orange now has been swapped over to a very glorious, splendorous, I just made up a word, blonde hair. It looks like the trend also has had some color changes, going from kind of the departure of almost like a lemon yellow. It gets a slightly more pastel yellow with this release here. Last, and certainly not least, looking at the two display stands, love the fact that as an exclusive goes, Cryptozoic Entertainment, the on-site exclusive, gets a clear or blue translucent display base versus the green display base that came included with the original one. Now, if you've been picking up the DC Bombshells and want to get your hands on the classic Mera, you can head on over, as this being, again, a site exclusive. But before you beeline it over there, that was a capital B, if you go over there and use the coupon code CMERA-RS, don't worry, you don't have to write it down just yet. I'll put all that information in the description down below. But if you use that coupon code that I just gave you right there, for every one that you pick up, you get yourself also a free, this is the Little Bombshells Series 2 blind cased, blind tinned figure. So that's pretty cool. This will last until the end of May. So again, if you are interested in picking this one up for yourself, use that coupon code. Don't worry. I'll put it in the description down below. And you'll get yourself also the DC Comics Little Bombshells tin, which I have actually not opened yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on camera. Just again, looking at the characters located on the back. You've got Harley Quinn, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, Cheetah, Supergirl, Huntress, Batgirl, Killer Frost, Lois Lane, Bumblebee, and then two exclusives. One exclusive looks to be a Supergirl. The other one looks like to be a Batgirl. Would be swell if I can get my hands on that one. So I'm going to just grab Old Red here. taking a slight departure, a slight beeline, if you will, away from the mirror just for one split second, as I certainly want to show you guys the vinyl figure that I got inside. And again, if you are interested in picking this one up, all the details will be located down below. And for this instance, we got ourselves, let me just get this fully opened up here. We got ourselves Harley Quinn. A nice little fun, smaller representation of the taller. There you can see them side by side. And though not the same character, you can see how they scale to one another. That's a pretty neat little collectible. I don't know if I actually have Harley Quinn. I'm going to have to go check my collection. She's got a little pop cap gun in her hand, looking rather cute. A little smaller version of Puddin'. Put her right over there. And let's again go back and have a look at Mera. There's not really a whole lot to touch base on that we haven't already touched base on when it comes to the original Mera. Somebody yells from the back of the audience, "Can you show the original one again?" Of course I can. There it is right there. We'll kind of keep her in frame so that you guys can see kind of an eye for eye shot comparison between one and the other. As you probably have seen, I would certainly hope you would have seen when you saw the review that I did of the original Bombshells. Sorry, Mera, sorry. The original Bombshells right over there. You'll probably remember me saying this was probably my favorite. I think this was my favorite of the Bombshells that we had gotten. Just again, looking on the back. I think Black Canary and Mera, now that I remember it, were my two top favorite of the line. There's something certainly to be said for the fact that Mera, I love the gesture, the saluting gesture that she's got right to the top of her head there. It's just a very pretty figure. All of the figures from the DC Bombshells lineup were very cute little representations of their comic counterparts. But there was something charming, rather even more charming, about the Black Canary and the Mera. I can't remember which one I liked the most. I feel as if I actually had more of a soft spot for the Mera because she just had such an adorable looking face. And even though the colors aren't quite familiar to maybe the original one that you may have in your collection, I must say, like, all the cuteness and all the glorious sculpt that they put into this one still carries over to this one, even though, again, it's got a few different color swaps. Like the little airbrushing of just like a rosier cheek section, very bold black outlinings for the eyelashes and eyelids, and she's also got those bold lines for her eyebrows as well. Certainly I'm definitely getting that vibe of classicness, being such a big fan of Aquaman. His original classic look is still one of my all-time favorite designs for a superhero costume. I'm really glad that they were able to kind of incorporate that into classic Mera here. Most of which, all the colors, most have been swapped around. The big difference maker here, though, is the fact that they've got that orange scaling there on her sort of belly top that they've given her. And I really do like that because, again, it's got that classic Aquaman vibe for it. Small little things that I certainly appreciate in this figure as well. I don't even know if I mentioned this in the initial review of Mera, but I love the fact that she's holding her trident, but she's also got her little pinky finger up, almost as if she's sipping a cup of tea. I really like that. That's a small, literally a small piece to the figure, but I really like the fact that they would have incorporated something like that. Things also like having the hair brushing around her shoulder and draping their way on the front, as like her hair is again parted in the middle by her arm coming up to her face. Again, I really love this face sculpt on her. The blonde hair works rather well, and even though I'm so used to seeing Mera now in more of a reddish or orange hairstyle, I must admit though, the blonde definitely does look quite good on her. Like I said, if you guys are interested in picking these ones up for yourself, the regular Mera would be available in retail stores and comic book stores alike. Most comic book stores that I go to have started stocking a lot of the Cryptozoic pieces. However, if you are interested in going to this one, like I said, this one is a Cryptozoic Entertainment exclusive. In other words, if you want to go over to their website, I will provide not only the link down below, but also make sure as well you use the coupon code of CMera RS. Don't worry, again, I'll put that all down below. And if you use the coupon code, you can get yourself a free DC Little Bombshells from the DC Comics, and this is Series 2, which we so happen to get. I'm occupying the entire screen with all these different things. happen to get ourselves a cute little Harley Quinn in the process. That can't be certainly bad at all. I always like getting freebies when I pick up exclusives. The draw for me is getting the exclusive colors. The icing on the cake certainly, as well, is the fact that you're also getting yourself a free tin of the little Bombshells, also from Cryptozoic. Now, you know this chap is a big fan of the DC Comics Bombshells, having collected figures, statues, and certainly most definitely the vinyl figures from Cryptozoic Entertainment. The latter, really, my draw for these not only are the fact that they are in the DC Comic Bombshells designs, but you also get those really big, bright-eyed, expressioned looks on their faces, and I just really like the simplicity of these smaller statues on my display. Now, while all the other ones were certainly more available in retail stores, many stores still nowadays you can easily go in and find these, local comic book stores that is. But if you are again interested in getting this one, digging really the classic colors that they've given for Mera here, this one, like I said again, is an exclusive to Cryptozoic's website. The coupon will last till the end of May. Or if you are somebody like myself who have been collecting all the DC Comics Bombshells up to this point that Cryptozoic have released, and want to get your hands on some of the exclusive versions as well, go over to the link that I provided down below. Of course, use the coupon code of CMERA-RS, and you get yourself a free Little Bombshells Series 2 tin. Certainly the case, like I said, again, if you're picking up the Bombshells and you want to get the variants, nothing like getting a little bit of a freebie thrown in there as well. Today, though, we were having a look at the Cryptozoic Entertainment. This was the DC Comics Bombshells, and this was the exclusive to their site, Classic Mera, the exclusive edition. If you guys want to go back and have a look at some of my other DC Comics Bombshell reviews, I've done a whole ton of them, there's a playlist just for you. And also, if you're new to this channel, you don't have to say it, but if you are new to this channel and haven't hit that little subscribe button down below, don't worry, we're not going to judge you here. Hit that little subscribe button down below. Certainly more videos will be coming your way, and we're going to be having a look at some other cool Cryptozoic pieces in future reviews. So you can mark that on your calendar. Don't really have a place on your calendar where you can mark it just yet, because I haven't given you really a day yet. You could just mark lines through all the days on the next several pages. Just write down at some point, this guy's channel is going to have a look at some more Cryptozoic pieces. I can't really give you a day, but certainly more will be coming your way. So stay tuned for those, muchachos, and I'll see you guys next time.